It's harder to get started, but once it gets going, it never stops. Bazooka Bubblegum, if you're tough enough to chew the hard stuff.
Time to make the donuts.
Owning a Dunkin' Donuts is no piece of cake.
Time to make the donuts.
Because you work night and day making donuts. That's why they're so fresh all the time.
The donuts.
And come in up to 52 varieties, more than any supermarket. At Dunkin' Donuts, it's always time to make the donuts.
When it's recorded on a tape that's built to standards 60% higher than the industry calls for, rock and roll is really here to stay.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much of love drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Maxell, it's worth it.
Muse is really a mirror held up to society. It shows us who we are, how we are, and what we're doing.
ABC's World News Tonight, weeknights with Peter Jennings.
Isn't it sad? You gotta give up the best part of the salad when you're watching your weight. Well, now, there's new Good Seasons Light, the zesty dressing with only 1/3 the calories of regular because you use less oil. Mix it up fresh for all that Italian herb and garlic taste. All that taste, but fewer calories. So go ahead, pour on new Good Seasons Light salad dressing. Pour it on. Pour on the taste of Good Seasons Light.
What a bright future I have. I light Sylvania bulbs. Long-lasting bulbs for your home. All kinds of energy-saving lights. And look, Sylvania put me in spotlights, garden lights, and thousands of other bulbs. Try some. I'll do a brilliant job for you.
Honey, who turned on all the lights?
Ask for Sylvania, where the best comes to light.
Bazooka Bubblegum, if you're tough enough to chew the hard stuff. You got 'em, you might as well use 'em. Bazooka Bubblegum, if you're tough enough to chew the hard stuff.
If your boss said you could pick any new typewriter, what would you choose?
IBM.
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 If you could have anything you want right on your desk, what would you choose?
A raise.
This is the original. That's the copy. With the IBM Series 3 copier, the quality is so good, it's hard to tell the copy from the original. It's easy to make a one-sided copy or a two-sided copy, even a reduced-size copy. The IBM Series 3 copier. Between the two of us, this is the original. He's right. So am I.
It isn't termites. It isn't mice. It's Atari's Dig Dug, the earth-shattering arcade game. Dig Dug digs his own mazes. He digs for balloon men, he digs for dragons, and now he's digging his way into homes everywhere. Dig Dug, it's under this world.
One can grow coffee in many countries, but it is special when it grows in Colombia, for it grows in our high mountains in rich volcanic soil, through warm, sunny days and soft, moist nights. No coffee grows like the 100% Colombian that is handpicked by men such as Juan Valdez. When you see these words on the package, you will enjoy the richest coffee in the world.
You see those lights? They're burning out too soon in ordinary soft white light bulbs. But not me. I'm in new Sylvania soft white bulbs. Why, in this 60 watt alone, I can burn 50 more hours. And only these Sylvania bulbs have a guarantee. So get new Sylvania soft white light bulbs instead of those guys with a dim future.
Ask for Sylvania, where the best comes to light.
How does a good cook keep the freshness in? Stretch and Seal stretches tight to grip this strong and seal the freshness in.
Of the best-selling motor oils today, 14 now save gas. But only one saves gas, offers cold weather starting down to 35 degrees below zero, the best protection under extreme heat, and has the ability to take you 25,000 miles between oil changes. Only one. Mobil One.
Space Station 12, this is ground control. There seems to be a weight variance of plus 3 pounds in the main cabin.
Please confirm, over. This is Space Station 12, cannot confirm weight variance.
Braking for chow now, over. Gentlemen, this is our steak, this is our salad, and this is our weight variance.
Strolls.
Captain, now I know why you're captain.
This is the idea behind the IBM Electronic 75 typewriter, to help secretaries be more productive automatically.
It has automatic retyping and revision, automatic centering and underlining, automatic erasing and column layout. The IBM Electronic 75 typewriter. It saves time, and whatever saves time is more productive, automatically.
Miss Jones, are these your gloves?
Do you know how many of these motor oils would love to make this claim? Well, this one can. Mobil 1.
Can Indiana Jones escape from the forces of evil? Can he survive 13 fiendish situations? Will Indy make it all the way? Find out in Atari's Raiders of the Lost Ark adventure game. It's diabolically difficult. It's mysterious. It's never the same twice. And it's only from Atari.
In small ways, in tall ways, for now and for always, Pathmark is always there. Pathmark is always there. In light ways, in bright ways, in out of sight ways, Pathmark is always there. Pathmark is always there.
For savings and values, freshness and care.
It's one stop when you shop, we're always there. From daytime to nighttime, we're always there.
Since 1968, when you wanted something, Pathmark was there to save you money, give you quality, freshness, and warehouse prices 24 hours a day. Yesterday, today, tomorrow, we're Pathmark. We're always there.
In new ways, in true ways, in all for you ways, Pathmark is always there. Pathmark is always there.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the ship, not a sensor was flashing, not even a blip. The small units were nestled, all snug in their beds, while visions of Atari games zoomed through their heads. When all of a sudden there was a huge blast. We were being invaded. I had to act fast. I ran to the bridge to assume the command, and there found St. Nicholas with joystick in hand. The sounds I had thought were an alien mission were really just Santa playing pole position. Then with Miss Pac-Man he gobbled and scored. He plugged in Jungle Hunt and played till he roared. With a smile on his face and a twinkle in his eye, he blasted the centipede out of the sky. Then from his sack he pulled dozens of games, all the great ones from Atari, our favorite names. Before I could thank him, he was again on his way. He beamed himself out right into his sleigh. But I heard him exclaim as he flew out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
Atari would like to thank you for taking us into your homes. We wish you all a happy holiday.
The problem with a lot of frozen Mexican food is that it tends to taste frozen. Introducing Casa Brava Mexican dinners, authentically prepared specialties like crispy chimichangas and tender tamales with authentic side dishes like Mexicali corn. Even your own salsa.
Casa Brava.
New Casa Brava, frozen Mexican dinners that taste Mexican, not frozen.
AT&T. People of AT&T Communications.
Have a good day.
Last year, the public got an estimated 20 billion messages from AT&T. To that, MCI says don't be brainwashed. Every time you see or hear an AT&T message, think of MCI. Then choose MCI Dial 1 service, the same long distance for less. MCI, the really right choice.
It's a well-known fact, increasing your heart rate will improve your cardiovascular system, which in turn stimulates your brain and lifts your energy level. As you know, there are a lot of ways to get your heart going. However, you might find some leave you in better shape than others. Trump Casino Hotel. It makes the boardwalk a little more exciting. The fact that Trump Casino Hotel has 7 terrific restaurants doesn't get anyone too excited. The fact that they wait on you hand and foot doesn't thrill anyone either. The classic entertainment, the beautiful rooms, none of it seems to leave them overwhelmed. So why do thousands of people come to Trump Casino Hotel every day? Chances are it's not the ocean. Trump Casino Hotel. It makes the boardwalk a little more exciting.
The law requires all manufacturers to drive their cars into walls. At Audi, we also concentrate on going around them. Audi, the art of engineering.
Introducing something new and rather amazing. A super high-octane gasoline with twice the detergent it had before to give you a plus. A detergent strong enough to actually clean dirty fuel injectors to give your car power and performance it didn't have before. New Mobile Super Unleaded, high-octane with a plus.
This season, we're coming on strong. Just watch.
When it comes to designing and manufacturing high-quality precision materials for industry, custom-made components of almost any material, design, or specification, there's one company that makes them for all of these. No, GTE.
Hi. Hello, I'm Fred Weinberg, and I compose music and create sound effects.
The most important thing for me is for somebody to understand the concept. I think that there are probably people that can do great sound effects, but I think where Fred is really good is that he understands the concept.
Okay, now I'd like to show you the recording studio where I do most of my work. This is a cueca from Brazil, and it's used as a percussion instrument, sometimes to imitate a sick cow. Right here we have the gato drums, which are tuned wooden drums. Moving right along, we have, which is obvious, bongos and maracas, which were sent to me from my family in Colombia. Right here we have a carillon. Next to the carillon, we have a fairly unusual instrument. It's called a piano. I was born in Colombia, South America, and grew up among a lot of rhythms, a lot of Latin musicians, and began to play flute and percussion. We came to the States in 1952. I spoke no English, and I was fortunate enough to be put into a special school at the time called Music and Art High School. I picked up the bass almost as soon as I got to this country. I had a teacher in the school who told me that I had to take music. I showed an aptitude in music, and he suggested the bass fiddle. When I took it home, my parents suggested the violin, not the bass fiddle. And I wound up with the bass fiddle, fortunately, because it became the foundation of my music. Jimmy, tell me about your concept here. What's the general idea of the spot?
Okay, this one is a wimpy type of guy, and the strategy is the hard gum. So he puts the gum in his mouth. He attempts to chew. The gum is very hard. He has difficulty chewing. As that's happening, the sound effect of the car should happen where the car tries to start. He tries to start the gum. They both fail. He tries it again. The car doesn't start. He finally gets it going. The car turns over, and he's chewing away, and the car is humming happily.
Okay, so you have the idea of a car starting but not turning over.
Right.
Okay, what kind of car were you thinking of here?
An old car, one that's not in that great condition. I see it as the noise that a car makes when you restart it after it's started, and then you don't think it started, and you start it again. It makes that horrible, you know, that bad noise.
Yeah. What I'm about to do here is record the engine of this Saab, which I feel has a great sound for the Bazooka Gum commercial. Take one engine, trying to start. Car running and obtaining chewing effects. And cut. Next to the timpani, we have the control room, and let's take a walk inside. Please watch your head. A little danger there. Let's play a little Bach piece here. Now, as we're playing this, I'm going to switch over to something totally different. Voice here, band here. We're switching over from voice. While we're doing that, we'll go over to the synthesizer, which is capable of playing both itself or the one above. So we're combining. Now let's go back to our friend over here. They take a cue pretty well, these guys. Follow me in here. This is where I have some of my other instruments, the electric chicken, of course. I'm here at one of my many remote recording studios. Actually, it's a swimming pool at a neighborhood country club where I'll be recording some fireworks to obtain the sound of an atomic explosion. What I'll be doing is slowing this down to see what it's going to sound like. Protect my ears at all times and give it a go. Firecracker, take number 1. That feels good. The Excedrin headache commercial was my first important spot that I've ever worked on. I had to interpret the sounds of a headache when there were no synthesizers. And I used calliopes and heartbeats and screams and breathing. And all you saw on camera was a woman looking at you, and she began to close her eyes in pain, and colors would change. At the end, she just closed her eyes and the Excedrin bottle came up, and there everything stopped except for a deep, soothing echo. We are here in Egypt at an opium den. Actually, I'm at the steam room of the country club where I'm going to simulate the sounds of a dinosaur breathing heavily. And I've chosen this corner because I think that the bass response is really terrific. So this is take number 2 of Dinosaur.
The Earth is still covered with dinosaurs. Big, inefficient, hungry.
Right here by the door, I've noticed that if I slightly open it, I get a very eerie wind effect, which I utilized in the Maxell commercial. Right here we have a Boeing box, which can either be a Japanese or just a plain Boeing box. The old train, and they don't make them like this anymore. A steamboat. Difficult to get a steamboat in here. Box of percussion stored in whistles and little sticks, which contain a ratchet. Little popcorn shaker for effect. Well-known what's called juice, J-U-I-C-E, harp. Then this is the old standby whistle, which is heard in many cartoons. And so is this. It's many years ago I won a contest for playing O Susanna with no hands. And we'll add some car horns and so on. We've got
neglected. Yeah? Yes, because we have a fabulous guest today.